So yesterday, Kansas City Chiefs go into San Francisco. San Francisco's got Christian McCaffrey. They have a package for him. It's a package.
Yeah.
Third down, red zone packages for Christian McCaffrey. You just heard Chris Long say that even good stuff, a good buzz in the building can be a distraction. Okay, so they got a lot of moving parts, and now they got him here, and he's added to the mix, and on a Friday, and I don't think there was a distraction. I think the distraction was Kansas City just being that freaking good. And this is what I saw on this weekend for this game. Let us bury the Tyreek Hill's not there, so the Chiefs don't have a significant quick strike passing game anymore. Let's bury that now. Let's bury it. Because we saw yesterday Mecole Hardman with a couple of rushing touchdowns along with another, what looked like a rushing touchdown, but it was Mahomes just flipping it to him on a quick sort of, one would say, sweep right in front of him. Juju Smith-Schuster, $124 and a score. That was his best game as a Chief, right? But the one that leaps out to me, absolutely considerably, the one that leaps out to me the most, okay, is 3rd and 11. Niners come back in this game, taking a 2-score game and making it 28-23. And it's 3rd and 11. And it looks like the Niners are going to get off the field and get the ball right back and maybe take the lead. And things are going to get hairy inside the field of jeans. And what happens? Mahomes goes up top on 3rd and 11 to find a wide open Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. And that's the moment right there. We can bury forever that Tyreek's not there anymore. And therefore, the Chiefs don't have a quick strike offense anymore. And they are not to be feared deep anymore. And that's the end of it. Yes, bury it, TJ.
Rich, with all due respect to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he is not Tyreek Hill.
Okay, I'm not saying he's not Tyreek Hill. I'm saying there's more weaponry at the disposal of Mahomes now. They're a more diversified offense now, and they can still beat you deep off the top. Ask Aaron Rodgers if he'd like MVS back right now. I think the answer would be yes immediately, didn't stutter quickly before you even finished your sentence 10 times out of 10. Of course, I'm not sitting here saying Valdez-Scantling is Tyreek Hill. I'm saying they can still beat you deep, and they can still do whatever the hell else they want. Down distance doesn't matter to this team, man. And there was Nick Bosa back there, and they did have Trent Williams back, and Frank Clark did go right around him to end the game for a safety that kind of wrapped it up. Because when the Chiefs watched the Niners get within 5 and then they scored again and then that was the end of it, that was a wrap. Chiefs got it done. And now I'm already hearing it's the AFC, despite how deep the AFC West was, right? Despite how Deshaun Watson's now in Cleveland. And by the way, 2-5 in their first 7 without Watson. They can't get him back fast enough. And by the time he gets back, season may be over.
Yep.
And we're seeing an AFC East that's a lot more stout than we thought. But the Bills are still ruling that roost, despite the Jets having as many wins as we're currently talking as the Bills. And the Titans did what the Titans do, which is start 0-2, and now they've won 4 in a row, and nobody's paying attention to them. Because other than Derrick Henry, who do you have from the Titans on your fantasy team?
Nobody.
And it's a fantasy football-driven world we live in. I told you not to sleep on the Bengals, and you better not do it now. Because guess who's coming? The Bengals. Joe Burrow has put back-to-back MVP-style games together. The defense, okay, the defense is still doing its thing, certainly in the second half. I know Atlanta was banged up, but what you're supposed to do against banged-up teams is beat the crap out of them. The Bengals are the last team to beat the Jets. Okay, after the Jets fell to 1-2, they've won 4 in a row. Bengals were the last team to beat them. And guess who's coming for both the Bills and the Chiefs? The Bengals are on their schedule. Buffalo sees them in Week 17, and Kansas City sees them in Week 13. So they'll have a say. They'll have a say still. I'm not going to sleep on them at all. Jamar Chase is beginning to get moving. They still haven't even run the football very well either.
True.
And still Burrow has too many guys in his lap. But this team dead in the water at 0-2, right? They were supposed to be finished at 0-2. And I know the Ravens got them, but the Bengals still damn near won that one. Look out. Next up for the Browns is this guy in Cincinnati on a Monday night in Week 8. Look out. After that, it's Carolina, then a bye, and then they're at Pittsburgh on a Sunday night before they go to Tennessee. That'll be a fascinating game. And then they, after Tennessee, go to Kansas City. Bengals should not be overlooked. Just ask the Chiefs how the Bengals tasted from December on last year. Didn't go down very well. Maybe, I still think it's the Bills' world. We're paying rent, but it's not a two-team race. The Bills have already beaten Tennessee, and Tennessee can say, well, we weren't that same team that we are now. They haven't lost since that game in Week 2. They've won 4 in a row as well. But if I had to put a marker on another team that's going to join this Chiefs-Bills party, I would choose the Cincinnati Bengals. You're defending AFC champs, and that's not just because Joe Burrow's coming on this show Wednesday. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.